What's up guys, welcome back to Clash with M. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the best way to get the most value out of your Clan War League medals. It is the end of that Clan War League season. I hope all of you did well, but we want to make sure that those medals are going to a good cause and making the best progression for your base. So let's dive in. For those of you who haven't played in a minute, there was some changes to the league shop. There was stuff added, currency was changed, so this is going to be the best way since the update to spend your league medals. The first thing I want to go over is the hammers. Immediately when people get their Clan War League medals, they start running to the hammers, which is good in some cases, but for the most part, I think hammers are a waste of medals, and I'll explain why. Let's start off with the Hammer of Fighting and the Hammer of Spells. These are both going to heavily involve the laboratory, and it is a big key point when you're trying to upgrade your villages to have a good offense. That being said, I do not think the Hammer of Fighting and the Hammer of Spells are worth the amount of medals that it costs. For example, the hammers themselves are 120 medals, with the 2.5 million elixir being only 15 medals. A good example would be, let's say I just got my Clan War League medals and I want to upgrade my dragon because I use my dragon in almost all my armies, so this dragon itself is going to cost 15 million elixir with a 10-day and 14-hour upgrade time. Let's say you just got your medals and you just bought the Hammer of Fighting and upgrade your dragon and now it's the next level. That's perfectly great, but what if I just told you that you just wasted 30 Clan War League medals that you could have put somewhere else if you had just did it a different way? With the dragon upgrade costing 15 million elixir, you do not have to purchase the whole Hammer of Fighting to get the amount of loot that it costs to upgrade that dragon. If you quickly do the math, you will realize that 15 million elixir actually only equals 6 purchases of this elixir drop, which means you would be charged only 90 medals instead of 120, which saves you that extra 30 medals that you can put somewhere else to upgrade your base further. And obviously, if you buy the loot instead of the hammer, you will have to wait the upgrade time. However, if you plan on playing this game for long term and you want to play the long game and really get the most value for your base, you're going to want to purchase the loot because you can save those 30 medals and use it towards something else, which you will find out very, very quickly that Clan War League medals suck to get back if you're short. If you're short on one thing you want to buy, it's going to take a whole month for you to get those medals back, so it's definitely better to save as many as you can. And this tactic only gets more and more true the lower town hall you get. Obviously, the higher town hall you get, the more expensive the laboratory upgrades are, so you just need to do the math. For example, this is my Town Hall 13, but if you look at my level 2 siege barracks, it's going to be 5 million elixir. If I bought the Hammer of Fighting, it would cost 120 medals. However, if I bought the loot, it would only cost me 30 medals to upgrade this siege barrack. So you really need to do the math and understand where your town hall sits in terms of the balances. At the end of the day, the Hammer of Fighting and Hammer of Spells are only worth it if the amount of medals it's going to cost to buy loot surpasses the amount of medals that it costs for the hammer, because you should just be patient and wait for your troops to upgrade if you want to save those extra medals and put them towards something else to progress your base. The Hammer of Building has the same effect as the Hammer of Fighting and the Hammer of Spells, along with the additional resource that you can take the extra medals you would get and put it towards builder potions. The Hammer of Heroes itself, I do not think it's worth it, and I have never purchased it because the Hammer of Heroes is only one to many upgrades for your heroes that you need, and it's not worth it for me or for a lot of people to spend that many medals on something that is not that big of an upgrade, because you have 10, 20, 30 hero upgrades across all heroes. Moving on to the potion section, I think the training potion is worth it if you are someone that's in Legends, pushing, looking to grind your base constantly. However, the downside of this is you do have to be active for that specific time frame, the 1 hour, because otherwise you just wasted your potion and medals at the end of the day. The resource potions are very good if you're busy and want that extra passive loot, or if you want gems, because this is going to be the cheapest option in the league shop, and that is 5 league medals for 10 gems, which does come into play later in the video. The research potion is only really worth it if you have multiple things in the lab down, whether you're using an additional slot, or if you really just want to push those lab upgrades, you can definitely do that with the research potion. However, there is other ways to get them, and I don't use the resource potion that much. Next is going to be the builder potion. I don't think overall it's worth it unless you have all of your builders down. If you only have 1 or 2 builders down, using a builder potion is not going to be worth it. You want to use the builder potion on as many upgrades as you possibly can, because it will take effect to all of your builders. So it's worth it if you're constantly upgrading stuff and have all the builders down. If you're liking the video so far, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all of the new videos that I'm going to be posting. Thanks. Now look, I get it. The League hero skins are so cool, and I understand that some people really save up medals for a long time to get these, but overall, if your base is not maxed and you are not at your highest potential in terms of base upgrades, you should not be saving your League medals for these. I get they're cool, but from a technical standpoint, if you want to progress throughout Clash of Clans, this is not going to be what you want to focus your League medals on. Next up, the thing that everybody has been talking about. Yes, they did add equipment into the Clan War League shop, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be worth it with this hack. These equipments that are in the Clan War League shop are going to be the lower ends of what you want to purchase in terms of equipment. I'm not hating on them, I think they're great equipment, but you're going to see the same and better equipment in the actual trader shop itself for 1,500 gems, and yes, it is possible to get those gems, so let's go through it. To really put this into action, I'm going to show you that with this account right here. Now, as you can see, I have 50 gems on this account, along with 140 League medals. The first step I'm going to do is go straight to my resource potions, which are going to cost 5 Clan War League medals, and I'm going to start buying as many as I can. Then, looking at my magic items, I'm just going to start selling them. You can only purchase 5 at a time, so it's going to be a pain, but you're going to repeat this process until your Clan War League medals are gone. Disclaimer, I will tell you that it does actually cost 750 League medals in order to purchase enough resource potions to hit that 1,500 gems. However, gems are a lot more easily attainable than Clan War League medals. So you can take your League medals and sell them off for a bunch of gems and still continue to get gems to get that much closer to buying an equipment on the shop. And finally, reaching the statues are not going to be worth it. I'm sorry, they're not. They're cool, but again, like the skins, if you're not maxed, do not buy the statues if you're trying to maximize your base. And yes, this is the exact same advice for the scenery. The war scenery is so cool, however, it is not worth it if you're trying to maximize the gain for your base. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this description really helped you realize what you want to spend your medals on, and let me know in the comments what you're going to use yours for. Happy Clan War League season. Please like, subscribe, and join my Discord server. I'd love to hear from you guys and communicate with you guys. We're really building a great community there, so join up. Thank you guys. Bye.